Good morning, everyone. Good morning, partners. We have about 90 partners in the call and 16 presenters. So, all in all, we have about 100 people in the call, and it's a pleasant good morning Tuesday. Good Tuesday morning, right? And na-excite naman ako doon sa words hunting. Tama ba? Words hunting ang tawag sa game mo, right? Or word in process. Correct, Rona? So watch out for that, partners. So you'll be able to win a prize later on, well, as we progress with the presentation. Okay, good morning again. I'm Dang Ibana. I hope majority of you knows me already. I'm just curious because we're doing this Windows 11 Office 2021 pitch with, well, I think for about a month already, right? Because we have officially launched Windows 11 and Office 2021 last month, right? If I'm not mistaken, it was October 5 when we officially released it. And we have shared or provided the channels, all the assets, and the materials for Windows 11. So I'm just curious, okay, if your first time attending a Windows 11 pitch or a Windows 11 presentation or Office 2021, if you can type one, okay, and then location, para naman medyo may mix. One, and where you're dialing in, okay, one, and your location if you're a first timer. Type two if this is your second time or third time, or you're already a timer, hearing words or information about Windows 11. And don't forget to type in your location. So, sige, ako po. So, syempre, di ba, I've been doing this. So, I'm two and I'm from Cainta. All right. So, if you may, I'm just curious. So, just keep it coming. Okay, I can see one from Makati, one from Pasig. Okay, that's good. So first time yung Quezon City si Lawrence. Okay, I thought you're in Cavite, Lawrence. So it's good. Forbes Park. Uy, baka naman. Oh, pwede tayong mangaroling kay Laruel. Okay, so one Malabon, one Makati. Thank you. Keep it coming, guys. Okay, so we are also in QC. Next slide. And as you know, if you're timer already in our presentation, we always start with this in highlighting our mission, Microsoft's mission, which is to empower um, every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. We always do this. This is just to, of course, remind us for the ultimate mission of Microsoft, which I think can be a universal mission, right? Okay, pa-shout out daw anniversary ni Ansi. Happy anniversary! Pang ilang years na ba ito, Mr. Roel Romani? Welcome, Kathnera, one from Mandaluyong. Happy anniversary, Ansi.
11 years.
11 years! Wow, may forever sa Ans.
Baka
11 years.
naman, baka naman.
Oo nga, baka
Pajacket
naman.
ka naman
Sabihin mo
dyan,
sa
ma'am.
boss mo.
Pajacket ka naman.
Okay. Yeah, later, sige. Papa Jacket. All right. Okay. So we also have two BGC. Malu, hello. Okay. So next slide. I think give me probably around 10 minutes just to, set the tone in, of course, giving you some sort of a cuento about Windows 11 para mas hopefully mas ma-retain yung information. And after that, of course, I have my colleague or commercial master trainer here, Lawrence, will do a live demo of some of the new features of Windows 11. Hi, Angie from BGC2. Okay, so take note of this. All right, what you're seeing in the slide. Okay, aside from the five words that you need to hunt, right? Based dun sa pa-games ni Rona. So just take note of this. So later meron pa tayong pa-limited edition na Microsoft jacket. So welcome to the new next era or next era of computing with Windows 11. Windows 11 specifically built for this era of hybrid work. Okay, so hybrid work, hashtag hybrid work. I'm not sure if narinig nyo na yung kwento na I can still remember, very fresh pa sa memory that, before pandemic, we had a really huge Channel Connect event that happened February 2020. That was the last face-to-face big event we had in Shangri-La Makati. And unfortunately, sarado na si Shangri-La Makati, right? And I'm sure most of you nandoon. Okay? So magpagalaw, galaw-galaw or magparamdam naman yung nandun sa Shangri-La last February 2020. And I was pitching about Windows 10 Pro and modern workplace. Okay, so during that time, it was February 2020, and that was the last face to face. Walang mga nandun na nag-attend. Okay, anyway, so I can still remember that I was pitching Windows 10 Pro when I also uttered that there's for every Windows 10 Pro because there's a promise that Windows 10 Pro will be the last installment or the last version for Windows. And then, of course, Cherry, you were there, present. Magkatabi pa yata tayo. All right. And also, I was pitching about modern device and the modern workplace. Okay. 1 year after or magto 2 years na, 2020 February. 1 year pala. Yeah, and then 1 year after, we've introduced Windows 11. All right. It's not because, hindi kami committed dun sa mga nabitaw na, but because we really have to innovate based on, the current situation, based on the current business needs, based on the current user needs, right? And right now, medyo nag-level up yung modern workplace. We call our workplace hybrid already. So Windows 11 was designed thinking about hybrid workers like us. We are hybrid workers, right? And hybrid workspaces. So not just that a modern worker, right? Modern workplace. Right now in the next era, we're hybrid workers and hybrid workspaces, right? I'm curious. Okay, given a chance, I think majority of you na are can actually go back and forth to your office, right? But since nasa alert level number 2 na tayo, sabi ng IITF. Given a chance, right? Anong pipiliin nyo? Can you type 1 if you still prefer, working from home? Type 2 if you prefer going back and forth to the office, and type 3 you want it hybrid. I mean, there will be days working at home or from home, and there will be days working in the office. I can see 1. I agree. Okay. 3, yes, of course. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I can see a lot of threes. I can see also a lot of twos. Konti na lang yung 1. Okay. Ramdam ko na nami-miss nyo na yung mga ka-office mate nyo. LC is also 1. Okay. And then, but I think siguro mga 40% are threes wherein you prefer working hybrid. And then 30% would be in the office since, we love that human connection. Ako hybrid, okay, if you'll ask me. There will be times also because, as an adult, well, as a mom or as whatever, sometimes you really have to, make sure that you juggle also your housework, right? So there will be times that, oh my god, I need to go out and I need to go to the office to focus and to concentrate. So yes, okay, so thank you for your participation. So yeah, so it was built or introduced built Windows 11 to be powerful for employees, right? And as you can see, there are a lot of types of employees. Iba-iba tayo ng trip, right? To each his own. Sabi ko nga nakita naman based dun sa exchanges ng chat box, or else di dapat lahat na lang tayo hybrid. Okay, there are still people who would still want to, work from home, right? There are also people, and later on bigay ko sa inyo yung based on the research data, kung ilang percentage ng tao nang gustong bumalik na sa office, right, to work. So, yung iba naman pwede. Yes, di ba? So, pwede sila both. So, yeah. So, different folks, different strokes, right? So, second pillar of Windows 11, why it was built, and it makes sure that it's specifically built to make the employees powerful, all right? And it's powerful for employees per se. And it's also consistent for IT. All right, consistent for IT. Why do we need? Why it's very important? Because as you know, lagi kapag may mga updates, upgrades, ang mga software, sino ba yung unang nagte-test? 'Di ba? Sila yung tayo, yung mga end user, are we ready to upgrade? Okay, ready na ako. Okay, so I'll upgrade and everything, 'di ba? But pag nagkaroon ng issue, so tawag tayo sa IT natin. So medyo kamot ulo sila kapag may mga ganyan. However, Windows 11 is based on Windows 10 platform. So our assurance is it's consistent for IT. So it will have a smooth transition. I am a 3 week old going to 1 month old user of Windows 11. And I'm not just, it's not because I'm working with Microsoft, but honestly, Windows 11, it's a good, I mean, my personal choice, my personal experience. I love it. I really love how it's placed. And some of the new features niya, medyo nagiging ano na, in-explore ko na siya. And you'll love it, definitely. And lastly, it's secure for all. We will never forget that. Security is the topmost priority of any organization. In fact, any individuals. Kahit tayo, di ba? Ayaw natin mananakawan tayo ng bahay. Ayaw natin mako-corrupt yung mga data natin sa sa personal device natin. So that's why it's very important. We always emphasize that security is the topmost priority of everyone. Next slide, please. Eto na, kasi sabi ni Roel magpa-labas daw ng ng magpamigay ng limited edition Microsoft jacket. Okay, so this is a good slide. This is an exciting slide, right? As you can see, Windows 11 represents the dawning of an era. Nakikita natin dito, 1985, 1995, 2001, 2009, 2015, Windows 11 in 2021. And I'm sure during these milestones, there was some sort of a cultural shift, right? Although ang nakikita ko lang dito 1985, grade 5 ako, 1995, first year ko na nag-work, right? 2001, parang nag-join ko, parang I was in a distributor. I think 2009, nasa vendor ako. 2015, nakalimutan ko, hindi masyado. Di ba? So, ganun personally. But of course, it's a good cultural shift, or it's a good representation how Windows has evolved. Okay, so for a jacket, we will actually pick three winners. Okay, if you can share with us your exciting experience. Okay, first, sorry, you need to put the year. Okay, let's say kung 1982 yan or whatever, 1980 or 2006 para sa mga Gen Z dyan. You need to put the year and then a short story, whatever, kung ano yung hindi niyo makalimutan. When you first use a Word document, when you first, use an internet using pa yung old dial-up tone, when you first communicated using yung technology like probably SMS or email, or when you first used yung mga dating storage, yung mga naka floppy disk and everything. I'm sure most of you meron kayong mga fun and unforgettable stories to tell. Okay, so you just need to put the year and then that short experience. Then we will pick three. Then we will be giving away Microsoft limited edition jacket. Sakto, bare na, December na, para din sa mga malalamig yung Pasko. Pwede din siya sa maiinit na Pasko, di ba? Kumaga, wag nyo na lang lagyan ng undershirt. Okay, keep it coming, guys. Alright, so, okay. So, 1995, uso pa ang floppy disk, sabi ni Harry. Year 2005, ang bata naman ni Julian, using Microsoft Word, trying different font word art. Correct, di ba? 2001, struggle during emailing. 2005, nursery pa lang ako niyan. Okay, ano ginagawa ko dito? First use internet via dial-up, year 2000. 1998, first use of mobile phone, Nokia. Oh, yes, Des. I think I remember my first mobile was Bosch. 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 Ay, hindi. Motorola pala. Oh, Motorola yung pangkadkad ng yelo, tas Bosch. Okay, 2017, nagsithesis pa kami noon. Medyo mabagal pa noon. Konti pa lang features. 2013 using floppy disk. Nakasave. Okay, while you're sharing it very quickly, I love it. 1998. Chat sa MIRC. Yes! ASL, Harry. ASL. Okay. So, meron pa isa nakalimutan ko yung parang bilog na ano, bilog na 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 dahon yun yung nandito, na parang sa Viber. Anyway, ako parang na-share ko na to in one of the ano, pero secret ko to nung first time ko na ginamit yung computer was I was about to cry. I was in fourth year college. Yeah, fourth year college. Tapos first time kong gumamit ng ano. Wala naman kami nun dati nga nung nagsithesis kami. Share pa kami sa ano eh. Sa desktop pa, wala pang laptop nun. Dahil sa medyo malaking build ko, ako pa yung kumakarga ng monitor. Ay, hindi pala monitor, yung ano, yung parang CPU. Anyway, the first time na una kong nagamit yung mouse, hindi siya gumagana dahil sabi ng sister ko na comp sci graduate. So medyo alam ko na marunong siya. Itutok ko lang daw yung mouse. And ginawa ko, tinututok ko dito. Eh, di hindi siya gumagalaw. Tanga lang. Buti na hindi ako kinain ng laptop. Dahil hindi pa nangangain ng tanga yung laptop before. Okay, so keep it coming, guys. So if I may, of course, say that may I officially welcome you to Windows 11. Next slide. It's a video. All right. Okay. So whenever I watch that video, nakaka-relax, no? It's really about the audio. But the content of that video is showcasing you the new features of Windows 11. So ngayon, video pa lang. Later on, you'll be able to witness some live demo of the new features of Windows 11. So watch out for that because mayroon akong nakita pero hindi ko sasabihin. Okay, so watch out for this. Sige. This is the one that I've mentioned, right? When it comes to hybrid work, right? And for the record, hybrid work is here to stay. I don't think it will change, right? And sabi nga nila, yung office before is no longer defined as a place to work because right now we can work anywhere, standing, sitting, right? Or anywhere inside the house, outside at the coffee shop or in the office or wherever in your friend's pad, right? So it's limitless. I mean, how you work, right? That's how we've actually evolved, right? So as I've mentioned in the recent survey, we found 73% of the global workforce want flexible options. And at the same time, 67% say they want more in-person collaboration with their colleagues. Dahil marami tayong naniniwala, and it's a fact that, self-made person is not a fact, right? Because no man is an island. I mean, a success can be achieved nang hindi ka nag-iisa. I mean, you really need to collaborate. You need to have teammates. You need to establish a teamwork for you to be able to finish a program or finish a project, right? So this is a good presentation of how, employees are now reacts, right? It's and Windows 11 can address this, building capabilities to help employees, customers, and of course business to progress or to thrive. Next slide is we talk about, okay, I hope you didn't fail to see that magic word there. So ngayon ko lang sabihin kasi baka sabihin nyo binibigyan ko na kayo ng clue, pero take note. So yung mga nag-break dyan, kumuha ng kape dyan, sorry na lang. Okay, so as you can see here, this given that hybrid work is here to stay, we also need to acknowledge the challenges of hybrid work, right? So as you know, people work differently, as I've mentioned, and hybrid work presents different challenging for each of us, right? Number one, IT needs an easy way to manage and deploy PCs to remote workers. Okay, and Windows 11 can do that. Remote workers are being or are feeling the burden of having to work longer hours than the traditional 9 to 5 structure. Nung naka-work from home tayo, it happens, right? Or probably you cannot just start at 9, but medyo magsistay ka at the longer hours because you can work flexible, right? Studies show also that cognitive overload is not only a threat to employees' well-being, but also a reason that workers are switching careers, diba? Minsan kasi if you weren't able to really manage your time at work, and let's say kung kunwari naka-work from home ka at ikaw yung parang tipong gusto mong feeling mo ay magdire-diretso ka talaga, medyo magkakaroon talaga tayo ng problem no? Because sometimes we need to have a break, right? Because of all the information that's coming in, nagkakaroon talaga ng burnt out. Meron akong parang na-encounter na base. Hindi ko alam kung sa LinkedIn or sa YouTube or sa TikTok. Kasi ang dami kong references. But I think it's from LinkedIn. Para mas maging, if you're right now, kasi we don't have a choice. Kung hindi pa open talaga yung office namin, we're really not allowed. I mean, I think worldwide Microsoft, they're still encouraging everyone to work from home. And I would honestly say, nakaka-burn out din minsan, di ba? So, meron akong na-encounter para mas maging productive at saka para mas maging effective. Parang spend 25 minutes focus time. 25 minutes probably answering your emails, calling your clients, whatever. Uh, Finishing your presentation, 25 minutes. Okay, that's why I actually have a clock. Okay, it's the desktop, 25 minutes. And then after that, 25 minutes, stand up, and then take 10 minutes break. Okay, 10 minutes break. Tapos balikan na lang ulit. And spend that 25 minutes. Parang tinry ko siya. And oo nga no, parang nakakatulong yung parang smaller breaks. Kaysa yung sa talagang dire-diretsuhin mo, tapos bigla kang kapag kunwari magla-lunch ka na lang or magdi-dinner, parang you will really feel exhausted. It's me, right? So I'm not saying that it can happen to everyone, but yes, it can happen to everyone. So may mga kanya-kanya naman tayong trip, or just in case if you encounter some, tips on how to really address this overload or sinasabi din nila na mental health, just feel free, okay? Marami namang free dyan, okay? And of course, third, communication barriers. Yung mga communication barriers, ito yung mga tools. Like, of course, hindi lang tools. Yung bandwidth, yung internet dito sa ating Pilipinas, 'di ba? Parang hindi pa ganoon talaga ka-stable yung internet natin. Meron pa ring ops, intermittent, yung connection, right? Pero parang nakakaano lang no, kasi kapag nasa ibang country tayo, parang hindi tayo nakakaramdam ng internet connection. Tapos talagang, ang key doon is hindi naglolobat agad yung phones, 'di ba? If let's say, kunwari, nasa Singapore ka, kahit na nakabukas. Kasi nga, hindi siya naghahanap dahil sa sobrang lakas ng bandwidth. Hindi naman siya naghahanap ng bandwidth. Dito kasi sa atin sa Pilipinas, maghahanap siya ng bandwidth pag nasa labas ka. So, napapagod, nade-dead bat tuloy agad yung ating phones. Anyway, hashtag hugot. Fourth would be the work style flexibility, and of course, lastly, data security. Hindi mawawala yan for hybrid work kung saan ka nagpupunta, kung saan ka makikiconnect, right? But topmost priority nga natin is we really need to establish a zero trust when it comes to, yung mga security protocols natin. Because we might lose everything, if that happens. Alam na natin yung that happens, yung mga virus attacks. This will be my last slide for my first installment. Next slide, dear. Sino bang nagano ng... All right. Okay. So again, Windows 11 is designed for hybrid work. And this actually are the promises of... Keep it coming. Nakakatawa naman. Nagsishare pa sila. Don't forget, we will be choosing three winners for the jackets. We will pick yung... Lahat naman exciting, okay? Yung mga na-share yung stories. So, basta yung top three. Okay? So of course, one, productive. It's actually making sure that we power up, right, the employees to make sure that they're productive, collaborative, consistent. Sabi ni Roel, thanks for choosing me. All right. And secure for all. As you know, Windows 11 is the most secured operating system in the world today. Okay. And lastly, choice. The right device for each employee for higher satisfaction and retention. As you know, Windows 11 can run into to all type of device. Or brands. Later on, we actually have a slide to that. Meron ba? Okay. So since WSI is, of course, distributing HP, Windows 11 perfectly runs on HP. Okay, so with that, I think I'll introduce you or I'll turn you over to Mr. Lawrence Miraran, our commercial master trainer, to do the live demo. I'll be back. Thank you, guys. Take it away, Lawrence.
Right, thank you, and good morning. Thank you, Ms. Dang, and good morning, everyone. I love the energy on the chat box. Keep it coming. So basically, for my presentation, I'll be covering like 15 to 20 minutes and showing you live demo on how it looks, how it feels on the new Windows operating system, which is the Windows 11. So if ever you have questions, feel free to chat it on the chat box or meron pong raise your hand button on top and freely unmute yourself anytime. First, let me just take over the screen. There you go. Can I see some thumbs up there if nakikita nyo na po yung screen ko na sinishare? There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. First, I think I'm not sure, baka na-miss ko to kanina earlier. May mga naka-attend na po ba ng previous sessions namin before on the Windows 11? Or maybe can you type 1 if naka-Windows 11 na po yung laptop nyo ngayon or yung desktop nyo? Or type 2 if naka-Windows 10 pa rin po kayo so that I can see po and weigh yung demo ko later. One, uy, mga naka-Windows 11 na. 2. There you go. Galing, may 2. So it's a mix. 2, 2, 2, 1. There you go. All right. So, earlier, Ms. Dang talks about challenges on this hybrid work. And I think one of that is na we drill more is on this cognitive overload, yung brain overload, di ba? At the start of this pandemic, parang lahat ang saya, no? Na, oy, naka-work from home, di mo na kailangan gumising na maaga. But as time, di ba, tumatagal, parang nawala na yung definition ng 9 to 5 na hour. And also at the same time, parang nagmi-mix na yung mga ideas, nagmi-mix yung focus mo, minsan nawawala na kasi nga, di ba pag nasa bahay, iba't iba dapat yung ginagawa. May mga kids na inaalagaan. Sa labas, medyo maingay, nakakawala ng focus. And again, yung definition nga po ng oras, there were times like, ano na yung gagawin, ano na yung uumpisahan. Sa sobrang dami ng idea, sa dami ng ginagawa, di na natin alam kung saan tayo mag-focus. And with that, with Windows 11, one of the main idea for Windows 11 is to offer the best experience for our end customer. And let me introduce the Windows 11 desktop. This is now the Windows 11 desktop. As you can see po, mas cleaner na yung design. Press new themes. When you open the file explorer, papansin nyo, rounded na po yung corner dito, and at the same time, meron siyang accent color. So right now, yung theme na gamit namin is the default. This is the consumer theme, yung color white. I think Miss Duncan, pag meron kayo nakita na cool na super dark yung blue, that's for the business teams naman. But anyway, meron na siyang accent color here and also fresh new icons. And when you open, for example, the desktop, meron ka kaagad access dito for like new folder, new shortcut, Microsoft Access Database sa mas madali na, di ba? If meron kang bagong gagawin like folder, document, or Microsoft Excel sheet. And at the same time, on top here, nawala na yung sobrang maraming word. Same goes pag ni-right click mo yung file or folder. Dati super haba ng mga Word document here. Sorry, ng mga Word dito na instruction na gagawin, di ba? Ngayon, mas cleaner na, simpler na. But kung gusto niyo pa rin ng feel nung parang sa Windows 10, just click more options. Ito pa rin po siya lalabas ng ganito. And also, here is the Heroes start menu. And at the same time, yung mga apps now are located at the center of the desktop, which is in accordance to some studies, which says like, pag nasa gitna raw po yung app or nasa gitna yung ginagawa natin, it helps us in terms of focusing. And also, dito po, when you click the notification area, mapansin niyo po here is on this part, mas maliliit na yung mga, mas clean na yung banner. Mas clean na yung mga notifications, the calendar notification. Unlike po before, you can compare it on your Windows 10. Mapansin po ninyo, naka-banner type sa dito na sabog-sabog yung, di naman sabog, but I mean parang nagkakapatong-patong po yung notification area on this one. So, I think nga po may mga tech ako na nakakausap here when we first introduced Windows 11. What they are mentioning is like the experience po ng Linux for some na nakagamit na ng Linux and Apple operating system para siyang minix and put in one operating system, which is the Windows 11. And the start menu, when you click the start menu, you can compare this po dun sa mga nag-type po ng number 2 kanina, kung ano po yung pinagkaiba ng Windows 10 kumpara niyo po here on the start menu ng Windows 11. This is now cleaner and simpler. On top, these are the pinned application, and at the bottom, ito naman po yung recommended po na app or document based on your usage. And when you click po yung all application, dito may experience pa rin yung same experience sa Windows 10 na naka-alphabetical yung mga applications. And this one, I use this a lot. The search button. This is a very powerful search button. Like for example, you are looking for BitLocker. So here, when you type BitLocker, instead of going, di ba, dun sa control panel, hanapin niyo po yung BitLocker or settings, etc. Or if you want an information about BitLocker, meron ka bang document containing BitLocker, just type it on the search bar and it will give you all the result on your desktop that has BitLocker content. Like if it's an application, if it's a document na merong content ng BitLocker, or it's a web information ng containing BitLocker. So, one-stop shop na to, yung search button natin, di ba? Super powerful na siya na unlike before, kung meron kang hinahanap na information, pupunta ka pa ng web browser or kung na-download mo na ba siya, pupunta ka sa download folder, sa document folder, sa photo na folder. Now, just search it on this search button. Right, I forgot to mention earlier, yung paborito po ng mga IT guy, right-click nyo lang po yung start menu, and here, makikita niyo po yung mga some quick access like apps and features, mobility center, power options is still available po on Windows 11. And hovering the mouse on the search button, yung top 3 na recent niyo po na sinerch and inopen na app or document using the search button, makikita, you will find it here po when you hover the mouse on the search button. Next is this one. the desktop. When you hover the mouse on this desktop, meron ka pong access kaagad dun sa mga naka-open na application. And at the same time, you will have this access on virtual na desktop. Lawrence, para saan naman yung mga virtual na desktops? Di ba usually in a day we have this 3, 5 meetings and ayaw naman po natin when we jump from one meeting to another, yung wallpaper natin or yung mga document na naka-open is parang hindi naman siya design para doon sa meeting na yon. Para maiwasan yung mga awkward moment na yung wallpaper mo, yung personal wallpaper mo while sharing the screen. So, eto po, you can create multiple na desktops. Like for example, this is my work desktop, just add another desktop, and this is my life desktop, add another desktop. This will be my play na desktop. And ang maganda po dito is that you can change the wallpaper, customize the settings for each of this desktop. And di ba minsan, all the when you open yung mga desktops, ang nangyayari po is that these applications or documents na inopen nyo po on one desktop will stay on that particular na desktop. And if you want to be na maging available din, you just right click and show this on all desktops para pag inopen mo yung live play na desktop, nakikita niyo pa rin po yung mga document. All right. So now let's go here. There is this widgets. This is not a new on Windows. So basically it was first introduced like during the Vista time. So nawala lang yata ito ng late part ng 7, 8, and 10. Ngayon nagbabalik po yung widgets. This is really perfect dun para if ever na gusto mo lang nag-open ka ng laptop to have a quick view lang ano yung result ng NBA, ano yung like for example weather or anything. Ito ba ito? Bitcoin ba to or coin something? So just click po yung widgets. Meron ako nakikitang raise your hand. Hello? Meron po naka-raise your hand? Is that meron or accidental na click lang po? Right. So there is a question. Yes, sir,
Yes,
Joshua.
yes, Sir Lawrence. We see it from our screen. See Magnum Computerware is raising her hands, Miss Angie. And do you have any questions to Sir Lawrence?
Yep. Before I continue the demo. Okay, baka na-click lang po. Sige po. So let me proceed. So next is this snap layout. So, di ba usually ang setup is like if you are copying one document from another, like for example, ito yung PowerPoint document. Ika-copy mo siya sa Excel document yung mga content ng PowerPoint. And if you are only using single monitor, ang scenario is that, okay, wait lang, gaganituhin ko siya, ipoposition ko ng maayos. There you go, like this. Pag dalawa, okay lang yata, pero matagal din gawin, Yan. Paano na pag tatlo? So there is this snap layout, like just hovering the mouse on this restart, minimize and restore button, and automatically meron na pong mga suggestions here. Like kung gusto niyo pong dalawahan or tatluhan po yung app na in-open, baka nandun lahat ng information, just do this and just do this. So perfectly nakaposition po lahat ng tatlong naka-open na application on your screen. So meron ka na kaagad na perfect view here. And ito po, para sa mga technical, there is this GitHub na pwede niyo pong i-visit. Download lang po kayo ng Power Toys. Kasi alam ko may marami po mga millennials sa call ngayon, di ba? Na usually yung right now kasi yung teams nito para naka-red, and if you want na gawan to ng mga design, color, or other things na pwede nyong laruin on snap layouts, you can do that by downloading po yung Power Toy na application. Okay, so and for example, after that, I was open mo tong application or accidentally merong notifications na na-open nyo. Just hover the mouse again on the on the application and you can see here at the bottom po, ito yung app mo na normal na naka-open, and here naman yung Snap Groups para madali ka po makakabalik doon sa groupings mo before na ginawa, para just in case meron ka lang accidentally na open, babalik ka po kaagad. Di ka na magle-layout po nito ulit. That is Snap Groups. Okay, next is this one. There is this application, Power Automate. So, yung mga gumagamit po ng Microsoft 365 subscription like na naka-enterprise before, meron na kayong access po nito. So, this is Power Automate. So, Lawrence, para saan naman yung Power Automate? So, Power Automate is a perfect na power app para po ito sa mga repetitive na mga tasks. Or yung mga tasks na gusto natin, like if we are investing so much time by just doing it, na ito naman yung paulit-ulit na ginagawa, why not we automate it? Like for example, sa mga sales, kina Miss Mildred, ang normal scenario is that every day, gagawin ni Miss Mildred, i-open niya yung email. And pag opening ng email, hahanapin niya dito yung mga sa email niya, yung mga na-receive niya ng mga order forms. And all that order forms, gagawin ni Miss Mildred, ida-download niya yon sa isang folder. And pag na-download na lahat dun sa folder na yon, di ba? Ika-copy niya lahat ng content ng order form in one Excel file or in one document para lang makuha niya yung details, like sino yung company, ano yung order niya, ano yung quantity, yung model, ano yung location, etc. saan i-deliver. So every day, yan ang ginagawa pa ulit-ulit. Why not create an application, no code na program? Like, okay, ito yung first step ko. Lahat ng email ko na may content na order form, automatic i-download, ilagay sa folder. Lahat ng content ng folder na to, kunin yung name, kunin yung company, kunin yung model, kunin yung quantity, at lahat i-paste sa Excel. So use yung mga tasks na ginagawa ni Ms. Mildred, for example, na nag-i-invest siya ng 2 hours, 3 hours, pwede po niyang gawin yon in just one click here on Power Automate. And ito po yung maganda. Power Automate po is free on Windows 11. Okay, so libre po ito na pwede nyo nang magamit. Sorry, hindi lang ako makapag-session kung paano siya gamitin. I'm not an expert here pa din. Bago lang din sa akin to si Power Automate. But technically, so pag inopen niyo po yan, let me just wait na mag-load para lang makita niyo po yung para sa mga tech guy kung ano yung mga pwede mong i-automate na task. Dito po yun lahat. Imagine from OCR, from CyberArk, Active Directory, lahat po dito na task pwede niyo pong i-automate. Okay? Next is, let me go back on the slide. Next is voice typing. Like for example, Notepad. There is this Notepad. Then press Windows H. How are you? Okay. So what's new on voice typing on Windows 11 is that this one, meron na po siyang auto punctuation. Previously, sa Windows, yung mga naka-Windows 10 po, try niyo po ito. Wala po siyang question mark, wala pong punctuation mark, wala pong dot. So technically, para siyang robot na lahat ng voice, yung kung ano yung sinabi mo, i-convert lang po na yan voice to text one by one. Pero ngayon, sa voice typing ng Windows 11, with this artificial intelligence, na super advanced na po, 'di ba? Parang nadidetect niya yung emotion. Madidetect niya kung question ba yung yung na-detect ko ba na voice is parang asking question or is this just a statement? So, eto po, perfect na perfect to. I think parang on one of my session nga parang pang transcript daw. All right? So, this is voice typing. There you go. Let me just close this. Right? And other features or enhancement po and features din po ng Windows 10 are still available here. Alright, I will pause there muna. Any questions in terms of productivity? Let me just revisit the chat box. Merong question here, the top 3 apps used, can you like Windows XP or 98 to choose if you want more than 3 apps? Initially, sir, I haven't tried, but technically, it's 3 apps yung default on Windows 11 when you hover the mouse on the search button. Next is Power Automate, thank you so much. Yep, it is free. Sir, PowerShell po is different. Actually, meron pa rin pong PowerShell sa Windows 10. Apo. Power Automate po is automation. Under po siya ng business group ni Microsoft sa mga power, what do we call that business group is yung under Power Platform that you go. Okay. So iba po yung PowerShell po. Okay. So next is in term that Ms. Dang mentioned earlier is in terms of the pillars is this collaboration. So sa collaboration naman po, as you can see here, Microsoft Teams is now kasama na po sa Windows 11. And okay, gentle reminder po for everyone. Windows 11 po na Microsoft Teams na kasama sa Windows 11 is free version. So ang pwede niyo pong gamitin po dito is your personal po na Microsoft na account. Hindi po so far sa ngayon hindi pa po pwede po yung company account. So if meron po kayong license for Microsoft Teams like Microsoft Business Standard, kailangan niyo pa rin po mag-download ng app na gagamitin for the licensed na version. Okay, next is this one. So we have this universal mutes. Right now on the current the version, hindi pa siya available. But dun sa mga gumagamit po ng insider version, yes, okay, Ms. Dang, ito na po yung inaantay natin. So naka-ready na siya sa insider version sa preview na nagagamit na po. So
Ngayon,
para saan?
ready
Yep,
na?
pwede na po sa insider preview but sa release preview or sa normal na mga version, hindi pa po. But hopefully, ibig sabihin lang noon on the next update, it will be available na.
Okay,
So,
but I can see a microphone already dito sa desktop ko.
yep, pero pag click mo yan, Ms. Dang, it just open the microphone settings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
kamote. Okay.
para saan to na Microsoft Universal Mute? So basically, di ba, yung mga awkward moment like nakakalimutan natin, hindi pala tayo nakamute, then nasa meeting tayo, minsan sobrang ingay ng background, no? Hindi na tayo, parang nakaka-disturb na tayo sa meeting. So para maiwasan yung mga ganoon at makita natin na, or pag hindi ka magsasalita, or like for example, hindi naman naka-open yung nasa background kasi yung meeting, you can just hover the mouse here and matatagol on and off mo na po yung mute dito ng microphone. Next is this one, yung mga awkward moment then like, can you see my screen? Or minsan salita tayo ng salita, nagde-demo tayo, ibang screen pala yung nakashare. So, para maiwasan po yung ganon, what Microsoft did is this feature. So, let me just pause there muna dito. Ito po. So, when you hover your mouse dun sa app, meron pong lalabas sa pinaka-bottom niya na like share this window. So, dito, kung ano lang yung gusto mong i-share, the total screen ba, yung complete na screen mo or just an application, meron ka na pong control using this new feature. So hopefully on the next update, it will be available na rin po for download. And next is in terms of artificial intelligence. So ito, let me just go back here on the screen. So Microsoft is using artificial intelligence like for example on the devices itself. So here you can see meron na siyang noise suppression. So meaning po para makontrol mo yung ingay sa background like gusto natin voice lang yung naririnig or very minimal din meron pa rin sa background or yung default or yung off na ikaw lang yung voice mo lang yung maririnig. You can control that using this noise suppression. And also in terms of sharing your video, apply background. So there are a lot of settings na rin po dito like adding new backgrounds or blurring po yung background niyo po well you are opening your video during a call. So ito yung mga advances ngayon on Microsoft Teams. So I will pause there muna uli before I continue. Ito medyo technical na ng konti pag-uusapan natin. If meron pong question. Okay, if none, let me go here. So, eto yung mga tanong na na-encounter nyo madalas. Lawrence, Microsoft introduces Windows 11. Eto na naman ang problema namin, di ba? Yung mga employee namin, hindi naman sila ganun kateki. Mahirap ba yan gamitin? Lawrence, nag-release kayo nag-release si Microsoft ng bagong version, Windows 11. Paano naman yung mga application namin? Will it work on Windows 11? Okay. First, the answer po is Windows 11 is built on the same fundamentals ng Windows 10. So meaning po, yung learning curve dito, siyempre meron pa rin may mga nagbago sa settings, pero yung learning curve para sa mga user kung paano nila gamitin yung Windows 10 going to Windows 11, mas madali na po. Same goes sa mga IT guy. This is the same, yung best practices na ginagawa nila in managing their devices. Ganun din po for Windows 11. And ang maganda po dito, the application na ginagamit on Windows 10 will work on Windows 11. 99%. So, in case, Lawrence, paano naman, ano ba yung talagang, well, we have, alam naman natin, di ba? So, yung mga IT guy, like, pag sobrang laki ng company, like, Lawrence, gusto namin makasigurado na mag-work talaga, hindi magkakaproblema yung app namin. If your company po is 150 seats, pwede po kayo mag-register dito sa App Azure. This is free. Wala po siyang bayad. So meaning po, pag nag-register po kayo dyan, meron po kayong access or si customer, meron siyang access sa technical ni Microsoft in case na merong problem silang ma-encounter. May nagkaroon ng konting glitch yung app, bumagal, or anything na na-encounter nila, meron silang tech na makakausap, mag-guide sa kanila ano yung remediation na pwede nilang gawin to ensure na mag-work pa rin po very smooth yung application. That is App Azure. Next is in terms of the deployment, management, if they are using po yung on-premise, yung cloud like Intune, Microsoft Endpoint Manager, or any other providers, pwede niyo pong na ginagamit po ng end customer in terms of management, that is compatible din po on Windows 11. And lastly, in terms of management, this one, now, di ba, I think parang ilang quarters na tayo nag-start ng discussion about this hybrid work na yung employee nasa bahay na lang, di ba? So, paano, for example, merong new employee? Paano yung deployment na ngayon ng devices? Kasi previously, ang setup po, kailangan yung device, dadaan muna sa IT, pupunta sa office, i-configure niya physically, nasa harapan dapat na yung device, then yung employee na bago pupunta ng office para pick upin po yung device. Now, with this modern deployment, zero-touch deployment po, napakadali na lang. From you po, our partners, pwede na pong i-deploy or ipa-deliver diretso ng company papunta po sa end customer. Like for example, yung head office is in Manila, tapos yung employee nasa Cebu, pwede na pong ipa-deliver diretso po sa Cebu yung laptop or yung desktop. Ang gagawin na lang po ng company, ng admin, is that mag-create siya ng group, mag-create siya ng provisioning para sa laptop na yon, para sa employee na yon. Ano yung content dapat ng app, o ng laptop, ano yung application dapat na naka-install doon, ano yung update, ano yung settings, ano yung policies, ano yung anything na gusto niyang i-control sa laptop. At ang gagawin na lang po ng end customer pagka-receive niyan ng laptop niya, unbox, press the power button, connect sa Wi-Fi, log in po niya yung credentials na binigay niya. Like for example, for me, v.lorenzomirara.microsoft.com, and voila, lahat ng settings po ng company mai-install na po by default sa laptop. And ang maganda po dito, napakadali po, di ba? So wala na yung moment like, IT, paano ko i-install tong Office? IT, bakit hindi gumagana yung ganito? Anong next kong gagawin? Click ba next? Click ko yung ganito. Automatic po, nag-run lahat sa background and nagko-configure po yung device. That is zero-touch deployment. And eto po yung maganda. Pwede rin po itong additional revenue for everyone. Kasi meron din po itong license na like for Microsoft 365 na pwede nyo pong ma-explore as additional po na services na pwede nating ma-offer sa mga end customer po natin. And next is, okay, this is another subscription, but I'm just mentioning this para if ever lang para sa mga customers nyo na gumagamit ng Windows Virtual